Chris Tillman. The California-born right-hander is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know what, D-Roll? This is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Yeah, Matty, this team has been putting up a lot of runs lately. From top to bottom, just swinging the bat super nice. Pass the baton mentality. Guys not trying to do too much, trusting in the teammates behind them.
The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
This is line to left. And he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning track. And Matt Shoemaker gets the starting nod for the Halos. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty V, a little bit of a mixed bag with this guy. An ERA of over 4 in his last 3 starts. He's either been really good or really bad, and recently he's been more bad than good. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around and pitch better in this one here today.
Liner toward right center. And Reyes is aboard with a leadoff single.
Hey, after the leadoff knock right there, you know what they say. You get that leadoff guy on, I don't care how it's done. He usually comes around to score, but let's tip our hat to the pitcher. He set the tone in the top of the first, retiring him in order.
Here's Alejandro De Aza. They still go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. He'll check in with an average still south of 230. 4 home runs, and he's driven in 24. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And a good call as they pitch out there, but Reyes isn't going yet. Reyes gets his lead at first, nobody out. One and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Shoemaker, it's a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind and he kind of nibbles around the strike zone. And what happens with that, Matty V, he becomes very predictable. And when you don't have overpowering stuff, you tend to be able to get hit hard.
Coming to the plate now, Donald Jones. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Here comes the first pitch. And this is sliced hard down the left field line. And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get 1, if not both of them home. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. Throw to third, and he's out. But they do grab the lead on the run that scored away from the play. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Chris Davis. And the Orioles looking for more here in this game's opening frame. From the stretch. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Ashe looking up, and it's gone. A 2-run shot for Chris Davis, number 28 on the season, and the Orioles have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, he was already off a bit, giving up a run in the first, and then they tag him for a 2-run job here, and he's officially struggling. When a start goes sideways this early, it's hard to get back on track sometimes. We'll see if he can.
He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes now.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Whoa, that ball was close, whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Evan Gaddis now standing in as he'll take a look at ball 1. The average sitting at 292 here to start playing. 15 long balls and 38 runs batted in. Count even now at 1-1. Gaddis, or El Oso Blanco as he's referred to in Latin American countries. He was selected in the 23rd round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him. I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. He cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
The 1-0. Popped him up. Crone in foul ground. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But they strike for 3 in the inning, 2 on this 2-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's in now for the Angels, Steve Pearce. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
The windup and the 0-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Pearce brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. The 1-2. He's at the knees and called strike 3. Ready now for L.A. C.J. Crone carries a batting line in the 280s to begin this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ball chopped foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike three called, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down. In now for the O's, Manny Machado. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Calhoun is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And we get to watch one of the best right fielders in the game today. He brought home gold last year. We know a right fielder profiles as a huge offensive producer, but this guy covers a ton of ground all the way to the foul line with a strong throwing arm.
Here comes the first pitch. Bounce it to the left side, taken in by Simmons. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batter number 7.
Ready for another chance, Jose Reyes. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. On the screws to shortstop. It is a beautiful day here in Baltimore, Maryland, as we're set to begin the third frame in this one from Oriole Park. Stepping up to the plate, Jermaine Light. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
Thought about it, but he holds up on the knuckle curve. 1-2. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Here's Cody Ashe. He grounds it sharply to third. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away. And that'll bring up Carlos Perez. And there you see the numbers over his last 8 contests. He's really been leading the charge for this team. Swinging a ball line softly down the left field line. But this is going to get fouled. Angels still looking for hit number 1 in the ballgame. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a solo shot here to left center field. 4th home run for him on the season. And the Angels have made it a 3-1 ball game.
Well, if you're going to get your first hit of the game, you might as well do it with a bang. He thought he could squeeze one past him, but he thought wrong.
Into the box, Dino Diaz. as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
That's a ball.
2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first two pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
2 balls and a strike to the Angels leadoff hitter. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you...
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. But the Angels draw a bit closer thanks to the solo home run. Bottom of the third coming up. It's the Orioles 3 and the Angels 1. Digging in for his second at bat, Alejandro De Aza, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. First pitch of the at bat on its way. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, strike 1.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses that balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
One and 2 now as that's in there at the knees.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Into the box now, Donald Jones. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Third inning here, 3-1 our score. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Hit on the ground to short. Simmons is there. Throw gets him, 2 down. Digging in to try it again, Chris Davis. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
Yeah, that last at bat, Danny, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-1 the count to Chris Davis. Two balls and a strike to the Orioles first baseman.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. I want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
Full count now, 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch is blasted out to left center. This one's deep and not coming back. Gone! It's a solo home run for Chris Davis. His second home run of the game as the Orioles move in front now 4-1.
Wow, another long ball in the early going of this one. The second one he's allowed in just 2 2/3 innings. Might want to warm up those showers. He might be heading that way real soon if he can't keep the ball in the park.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. A base hit in his first trip. Shoemaker steps into his windup. Here's the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. The 1-2. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Orioles get a run. At the plate, Andrelton Simmons. As we begin the top of the fourth. First delivery to him on the way. Chopped weakly to the left. Machado right there. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the fourth. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. Here comes the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Is laid off and the count runs full.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that one just missed outside. Missed with a slider.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
2 balls and a strike to the Angels' first baseman.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1. C.J. Cron would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner. Stepping in and ready for another shot, C.J. Cron. Man at first after the 2-out walk. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Here comes the 1-0. And the changeup is way low that time.
Now, this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
2 balls and a strike to C.J. Cron.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Takes this the other way to right. And this one was tailing on him, but he was able to reach down, pull it in, and with it, the side is retired. Evan Gattis now standing in. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Center fielder, Evan Gattis.
First offering on its way. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the Orioles get their leadoff man aboard to start the inning.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs in only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Here's Manny Machado now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Machado.
It comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a little tapper.
Get off me, ball. That ball's way too far inside. He's got to step out of the box right now and adjust his batting gloves because he just got stung by a pack of wasps.
Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. Calhoun is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. Digging in, Jonathan Scope. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Gattis is off at first with 2 away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Calhoun has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Orioles leave 1. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Cole Calhoun.
Takes a knee-high fastball.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Now to the plate, Jermaine Light. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Pulled toward right center field. Jones backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder.
Here's Cody Ashe. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. This year against right-handed pitching, Ashe is a batting line residing in the 230s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Good change of speeds, but he lays off 2-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. The 2-2. Is swung on and missed, strike 3. Angels go down 1-2-3, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Ready for another shot now. Jose Reyes hit the ball pretty well in his last at bat, but it resulted in a line out. Here's the first pitch to him, and there's one well above the zone for a ball. Line drive base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Striding in once again, Alejandro De Aza. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Open stance by De Aza. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Reyes the runner at first with nobody out. Lifted the other way out to left center. Ashe on the move. He's there and records the first out. Digging in once again, Donald Jones. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
First delivery to him on the way. And a neck-high fastball that time.
This is a tough spot here to turn 2 off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively to make sure you get at least 1 out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that. If you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get 1 out in a spot like this.
The 1-1. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. 1-2. Here it comes. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. Here's a look over to first. Don't want to forget about it. The 1-2. Popped him up. Perez has a play. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
First baseman, number 19.
Digging in and looking for more, Chris Davis. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
First pitch of the at bat. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. Swing and a miss at the big curveball.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Light has got it, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Orioles, but they lead it 4-1. And that'll bring up Carlos Perez. They'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Dino Diaz. He flew out in his last at-bat. They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Oh, here's a shot out to right center. Simmons racing for second now. He hit the corner and tries for third. And the throw in gets away from him. And he'll get there with a 2-out triple.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the 2 outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. And he is safe at the plate as he's across to make this a 4-2 game now. Now the 1-0. Count now a ball and a strike. The 1-1. A fastball that misses.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
Trumbo on the run into the corner. He makes the catch to end the inning. Marcellus Epperson is on out of the bullpen now as he gets to work in his 60th game of the season. Riding in once again, Mark Trumbo, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Right fielder, Mark Trumbo.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a breaking ball stays outside. High in the air down the right field line. Calhoun is after it, and he makes the catch in the corner. Digging in and looking for more, Evan Gattis. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. Oh, and 2 the count to Evan Gattis. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss, and another strikeout.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Ready once again, Steve Pearce, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Right over the middle, knee high.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. And another foul ball. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Ready for another chance, C.J. Cron. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch changeup, chopped foul right at the plate for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. Trumbo has a read on it, and that's the second out of the inning. Ready for another shot now, Cole Calhoun. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
And he goes the other way with it, high and deep down the left field line. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. The next 0-2. High pop-up. Davis over to his right. And that retires the side. Angels are gone in order. They trail it here 4-2. Digging in to try it again, Manny Machado. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off. Machado now on 0-1. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
First pitch coming. Here it is. This is line to left. In there, a base hit. So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And the lineup turns over now for Jose Reyes. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here. So the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
High in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Here's Alejandro De Aza. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set, and the pitch. A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
Digging in once again, Donald Jones. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
The 0-1 pitch. Just missed with a breaking ball.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
The 1-1 home. It is a fastball down below the knees.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
On a line to shortstop.
First baseman, number 19, Chris Davis.
Here's Chris Davis now. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is, the pitch. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. And he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. Orioles leave him loaded. Stepping up to the plate, Jermaine Light. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
1-0 the count. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A changeup that catches the corner for strike one. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Hit out towards second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cody Ashe. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Popped him up. Mathis is there. 2 down. And that'll bring up Carlos Perez. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate at strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
This now is hit the second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Orioles lead it 4-2. Mike Morin is on his way into the ballgame now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year.
Mike Morin.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. It looked like he was swinging no matter what that time as he goes way out of the zone at that offering. It's 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Here's the 0-2. And that one just missed outside.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in a count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in the 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
Evan Gattis is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. Here comes the 0-1. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Hey, he's looking to punch out the side right here. And if this guy's going to do him favors and swing outside the zone, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now. Here's another 1-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Darren O'Day comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. And now for the Angels, Dino Diaz. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Bouncer up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So it's a good start for the Halos as their leadoff hitter reaches base.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the 3rd hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their 3rd knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0. Diaz aboard here at first with nobody out. Now here's a shot out toward the gap in right center. Diaz rounds 3rd and is digging for the plate. He will score as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
Well, when you leave a pitch that high in the zone like that, you have to expect bad things to happen. So instead of a double play ball, he gives up a shot to the outfield, and that brings them.
Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run.
Just an absolutely amazing home run there. Certainly worthy of the show track treatment. And as you can see, 114 miles an hour off the bat, and that should give you a pretty good indication as to how well he connected on that swing.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. 3 runs already home here. 1-2 as he chases the slider.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
O'Day calls for it. Oh, and they botch this one as it drops in the infield. Digging in, C.J. Cron. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Takes a high fastball for a strike. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Diaz is under it. And that ends the inning.
Your attention, please. Now,
9th inning save situation now is on to try to close it down as the veteran right-hander Houston Street. Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, look at the sliding stop. He is out.
The shortstop, number 6.
Ready now for Baltimore, Jonathan Scope. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. And it's 0-2 to Scope.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. The 1-2. Grounded back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
Hey, guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. First pitch coming. Here it is. And it's fouled away. The 0-1. Missed with a slider. A slider that just grabs the outside corner.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
And a hard sinker there. Chopped foul at home plate. The 1-2. He pulls this one into right. And that's in there. Base hit. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Open stance by De Aza. Here's the pitch. Right side, hit hard. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. Throw comes in quickly now, so that tying run will be forced to hold on at third here, still with only 1 away. At the plate, Donald Jones, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch on its way. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Boy, it's really fun for me watching this vet out there battling in this tough spot. We've seen him in jams like this many times before, so he has plenty of experience to be able to get out of these kind of jams. And he's thinking more about that than the task at hand, which is getting this hitter out.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Tying and winning runs on base here with 1 big out. Look out as that gets him. So that's going to bring home a run. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Chris Davis. He's looking to bring home the winning run from third. Here's the first pitch. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1.
I know this is not his finest moment, but we're not going to panic right here. This guy has been doing this a long time, a veteran that won't let the emotion get to him.
Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Swing and a fly ball, and that should be deep enough to end it. The catch is made. Here comes the winning run from third. And the Orioles are going to walk off winners.
That's what you call doing your job, folks. He knew he just needed to lift one to the outfield, and that's just what he did. Hey, a walk-off sac fly isn't as dramatic as a game-winning hit, but it's just as effective Great team win right there.
So the lineup really helped carry them to victory here in this one, and this man was a big reason why. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he certainly was a big part of this victory. Picked up 4 RBIs in the game, so it's safe to say that he came through when they needed him to.